limits, simply how we've existed. I hear.
Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome to the Lionheart Show, and here I am today to interject with some positive ways of thinking, some things to do in your life to help you move forward. Alright, so listen, like I said, I've told you guys I lived the last year completely, utterly off-grid, totally serving and giving in whatever way capacity I could during the season, and especially while battling and facing health at the same time. I got the blessing opportunity to start up a music school with some kids, and now I'm going to be taking it to the next place that I'm going to be working with. As basically one of the things I do is help rescue people from sex trafficking, and it's been a passion and something of mine. I'm a huge part of social justice. I'm a huge part of always been about feeding the homeless, all of those kinds of things. And so this is something I really want to encourage everybody in changing and moving forward and realizing the importance of recognizing that we got to remove ourselves from negativity. And one of the things that really can help you, so say you're waking up in this morning and you are just in a slump, you're not, your depression or anxiety or whatever is attacking you, I encourage you, make yourself get up. Get yourself 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Remove yourself from those thoughts. Recognize that today is a new day. Recognize that you have power and control of how you choose to walk this day out. I'm not saying that in life negative things aren't going to happen. They are going to happen. But we get to choose what we're going to push past. You know, it's like a battle in life sometimes. We got to recognize there's negative things and there's positive things. And the positive, and for the light to work and to move forward, you got to choose to just go, okay, I can make it through these storms. I can make it through, and on the other side is something better. So get yourself up. You know what? You're going to go out, go do something kind today. Do something kind for someone. I don't care if you see someone struggling in the parking lot with their groceries and you help them get their groceries to their vehicle. You help an elderly woman walk their groceries home. I don't care if you get someone a cup of coffee, complete stranger, hand $1 to someone who is hungry and in need. And don't judge them, guys. Listen, don't go, oh man, I don't want them to use my money for this or that. You know what? Let them work through their own struggles. Let them walk through that. But show some love. You know what? We really need to start showing more love to people. And if you are feeling like you're in a place where you just are rejected and you feel like the world's been negative to you, don't do the same thing in return. I'm going to tell you, I've done a study. I've done this with my kids. When I had my life-altering experience and still walking through to this day, I learned that the negative things and believing the negative things were only ever going to destroy you and never actually going to move you forward. And I learned that even in the midst of cruelty and judgment and gossip and things of people being negative, that if I was positive, that eventually those things would shine out over the negativity. And they do, guys. It sometimes takes a long time, but they do. You know, it takes two to fight. So if someone's sitting there and they're nailing you with negativity, like, you suck, you're this, you're that, why do you even need to respond? Even though inside you are like, this really hurts. Why respond with negativity? How does that help? It only fuels the fire. It only adds to the fire and makes that environment be even worse than what it is. But what if you were, I'm sorry you think that way. Or what if you walked away? They're going to be looking like a fool if they're standing there, sitting there, saying these negative things. Like, I'm going to tell you an experiment I did. So this one time, I decided, man, 'cause sometimes my son, and he would get irritated by something, and when he would have a hard day, he would take out negativity onto the ones he loved. So he had a hard day at school one day, and he came home, and I asked him to do some things, and he decided to be snappy, and I got on him. I said, don't you talk to me like that. And then he just went off, and sometimes when he goes off, he'll say the cruelest things. And so I looked at him and I said, I love you, but I am not going to let you talk to me like that. So I'm going to go in my room. I suggest you go for a walk and calm yourself down. And so I went in my room and I locked the door. He proceeded to be on the outside knocking and pounding. and, you know, just saying the worst things possibly known to man. And I didn't respond to them. I didn't respond at all. And eventually he got stuck there, realizing, wait a second, I'm shouting at a door, saying all these negative things towards my mom, and I got to look at this. He went for a walk, and he came back. He knocked on that door, and he apologized. And he said, I realized, like, you didn't say anything to me. You didn't do anything negative towards me. You didn't retaliate. You didn't, and I feel like a fool. So the thing is, if you think about it, even if someone was to punch you, someone comes up to you and is to punch you in the face, and you don't punch back, they're going to look like a fool if they just sit there and keep pounding you. Someone eventually is going to sit there and go, okay, that is inappropriate. They're going to stop, or you walk away. Like, we don't have to engage in the negativity that's thrown towards us. And so that's my encouragement. If I'm going to give you a challenge, guys, I challenge you today that no matter what adversity comes against you, that you choose down a heart of kindness and choose to show love instead, and decide that that person is dealing with their own stuff, and it just happens to be trying to lash out at me, and I get to choose whether it does or not. Anyways, peace out. Welcome to the journey, guys, and welcome to Encouragements from Lionheart.